Hey guys, welcome back. Let's talk Railtown. Someone asked me why I didn't do a Railtown update over the holiday weekend because I was waiting for the Q3 earnings drop and those documents got posted today. We're going to recap them very quickly in this video, and I will put a link to the original source documents down below in the video description. Without any further ado, let's get right into the video. The key documents I'm going to provide you a high-level overview on are the condensed financial statements for the quarter that ended June 30th. These documents were filed on August 28th, posted today. And we also have the management discussion and analysis. And just to recap, as we're talking about Railtown, keep in mind this is a speculative ticker. It's an OTC stock. It is a pre-revenue stock, meaning the company is not generating revenue. I'm not making any recommendations to you. Make your own choices and own your decisions. I do have a long position in Railtown, a speculative bet based on a February announcement that they made. You can see it highlighted on your screen here from this most recent document. Again, they have a proposed acquisition of AI Partnerships Corp. We'll call it AIP. And, that was announced in February. It's September now. We're still waiting on details of this letter of intent, with hopefully some more description about how that acquisition is going to play out financially and some updated financial information. And since I can't tell you exactly what that deal is going to look like, that is why it remains a speculative bet. At this point, we're crossing our fingers and hoping that the management teams of both of these two companies come together on terms for the deal. And then the follow-on bet is that the market likes the terms of the deal and we get a little bit of price appreciation. That is what we're hoping for. Time will tell, and we're sitting here waiting for an LOI. On the OTC markets, you can find this ticker trading under the symbol RLAIF. You can find it on the Canadian markets under the ticker RAIL. And on the OTC this morning, it's trading up 8%. At 53 cents. You can see the supply and demand zones that I have marked here on the chart, and we have been basically trading in a flat zone since the end of July. I do recommend that you go through and read both the financial statements and the management discussion. We're going to talk about a couple of key points from these documents, but it is also available on stockanalysis.com. And it's a quick and easy way to get a summary and show up the most recent quarter and all of the previous ones all at the same time. Looking at the income statement, you can see that the company has no revenue. We've just got cost. So we have a negative operating income to be expected on a pre-revenue company. Company does have 1,150 customers, but they are not generating revenue from them yet. All numbers shown here are financials in millions of Canadian dollars. We have net income negative 1.16. Based on the shares outstanding of 139 million at the end of the reporting period, that gave the company a earnings per share of negative 1 penny per share. On the balance sheet, cash and cash equivalents, 890,000. Total current assets, 1.58 million. Total current liabilities, 1.4 million. Total assets are higher than total liabilities. So we have here positive shareholders' equity and a positive working capital. Moving over to the cash flow statement, the company is not generating revenue. So we have a negative operating cash flow, 1.2 million. You can see that their cash balance has remained fairly stable. So you might ask yourself, where are they getting money from? Cash moving on to the balance sheet for Railtown is coming from the issuance of shares through private placements or through the exercise of warrants, both of which add cash onto the balance sheet. The trade-off there is, of course, that you have regular ongoing dilution, but to Railtown management's credit, they are keeping the dilution to an absolute minimum just to bring enough cash to keep the lights on, keep the business running while they are working towards getting this acquisition done with AI partnerships. In terms of how that dilution looks from private placements and exercise of warrants, we have about 11 million shares issued over the last 12 months with the current share count at 142.95 million. The company does have outstanding options and warrants, which are future potential dilutions. So one of the notes at the very bottom of the management discussion lets you know if there was full dilution based on those options and warrants being exercised, that the fully diluted shares would be 174 million. You can see the dates that these warrants and options expire. And if that is of interest to you, that table is available on the management discussion report. It is worth keeping track of this stuff, especially if the warrant exercise price is well under the current share price, which it is for the most of these warrants. And the warrant holders are showing, I would say, restraint in not exercising the warrants and locking in the profits. And you could interpret that as a bullish signal that they are waiting on some better news and the price going up even more. That is one way you could look at that. If you want further breakdown of the company's expenses, go read the document yourself. Again, the link is in the video description. I don't see anything jumping out at me as abnormal here. And also, I always recommend, not picking on Railtown here, I recommend for every company that you make sure you read the risk disclosures. Some people will tell you these exist in every company, and they do. Risks exist in every company. It is important that you understand the risks you're signing up for before you punch that buy button. And then if things don't go your way, at least you knew what the risks were ahead of the game. In this video, we did not do a breakdown about Railtown's business model. I've done that in previous videos. I don't think it's worth repeating in this video. If you're curious about what this AI company does, go watch my early coverage on Railtown. If you have any questions, please leave them for me down below. I love hearing from you guys down in the comments. Thank you for watching. I am Tony DeNaro, and I will see you on the next video.